This is the Synch Supermonkey E-Bike that have been kindly lent by Moore's E-Bikes in Stockport to try out, test and give some feedback on to if it's a great bike, if you should buy one, what the best features and what could be improved. So I'm going to take you through a few of the things on this bike that I've found over the last few days have impressed me and some that need to be worked on. So the e-bike I'm using has a 250 watt motor which makes it road legal in the UK. They do a 750 watt version, but that is not legal in the UK. You can only take it off roads. The 250 version tops off about 15.5 miles an hour. I believe the 750 can go up to about 28 miles an hour. Let's look at the rest of the bike. So we can see, so this is a Gen 1 display, it's the monochrome display. In the Gen 2 that have come out the end of last year, beginning of this year, it has a full LCD display, which is a colour display. It's perhaps a bit easier to see. It does have a backlight, this display, which makes it great at night. There's actually 5 levels of pedal assist, going from 1 to 5. There's obviously a 0 as well, which is no assist whatsoever. If you run out of battery, it's really useful because it'll get you through to your destination, although pedalling will be a bit harder. The bike weighs about 25 kilograms, which makes it really heavy for lifting up and down steps. On the back, it is a hardtail. It has a really nice, cushy, comfy seat, almost like a couch. It's fantastic. On the front, there is suspension forks. However, in the seating position, you are not like you are on a mountain bike, which you might be slightly onto your pedals. You are sat down. You hit a bump on the road and you feel it in your bum. However, the 20-inch by 4-inch tyres, which are absolutely huge, do absorb some of that impact. So actually the suspension on the front doesn't actually have to do that much. Because of your seating position, your weight is distributed onto your bum. I think it would be great to have the suspension in the rear that just gives your bum a bit of support, and I believe there is a model coming a bit later, if it's not already out, the Ultra, which they address in the rear suspension, and that will make a heck of a difference. It comes with a Shimano Alta 7-speed gear set for taking it into more of a conventional bike mode. It has hydraulic front and rear disc brakes. It'll take, the manufacturers say, about 5 hours to charge. With experience, I found it was more like 8 hours to take it to full capacity. So if we look on the other side of the handlebars, we've got lights. So we have a dim, an off and a full beam light. I've tested these, and on a dark canal, they're pretty good. It's not halogen super intense light. However, it will light you for a good 5 to 10 meters and give you adequate light. But in pitch black, I think it'd be on the edge to whether you needed to do some kind of upgrade there. On the rear, there is a brake light, which is activated by holding down the plus button. It does the job. So this is spec'd with a couple of options that Synch have on their website, but you have to add on. So we've got the front and rear mudguards and the headlights. And the brakes on this bike are very good, very snappy, as you'd expect from any hydraulic bike. They really do stop you quick. What are my overall opinions of this bike? Well, taking it to work, I did about 10 miles there and back, and it was a mixture of towpath and road. And I felt this definitely was happier on the road more so than the towpath. Because I had that bit of extra acceleration, it did make me feel a bit safer. This is actually a really good bike. It's built well. They're built in the UK, and you know, it comes in a range of colours. I believe you can have it colour coded to whatever you want for a bit extra, but it's really solid. It feels solid on the road, and it just gives you confidence when you're out and about, because I know when I'm on a mountain bike you can get pushed about on the road. I think it's a great bike, so if you're in the market for it, go and see the guys at Moore E-Bikes. I'm sure they'll do you a great deal. They had a good chat with me, took me through all these features, and they'll do a really nice deal for you, I'm sure. So go and check them out in Stockport. They've got a website. So thanks to all those guys, and see you again soon.